Welcome to the Unengaged Agent, social media marketing and news for real estate agents.
I'm Patricia.
I'm Tony.
And our first topic, Tony, we're going to be talking about scheduling. Oh, this is interesting. Scheduling Facebook and Instagram Reels on a desktop to schedule
Yes,
your posts.
it's something we just found out as the Creator Studio on the Facebook desktop is allowing you to upload and schedule your Reels out. So it definitely simplifies the process for us on a lot of our things.
A lot.
Yes, a lot. You don't have to upload each video individually through your phone anymore. You can schedule them out for the week and definitely plan ahead easily with Reels. Schedule a specific time you want them to go out. Date. You can make date sensitive content, say 4th of July. If you want to go out on the 4th, you could schedule that now.
I mean, the beauty is, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I'm just excited.
Yeah, we're both excited about it because I think it will save a lot of time.
Well, it's because we've been able to utilize, automation through Buffer for all the different platforms, but not for Reels or not for TikTok. So TikTok, you can also schedule on the desktop also. So, pretty cool.
Yeah, and with Instagram, they just opened their API. So I think that will allow other platforms like Buffer, Hootsuite, to be able to schedule Reels through them too. I don't know when it's going to be released, but that should be very helpful. And with Buffer now having TikTok also scheduling,
you might have to bump up our plan or something.
yeah, it definitely it changes things. So it's definitely something we want to experiment about. Experiment with times posting, and as far as with being able to produce a lot more content without have to worry about posting as much.
Right. Okay.
Our next topic is multiple ways of getting listings.
Yeah, so I saw the article in the Florida Realtor magazine, and it had, I'm not going to read off all 22, ways of getting listings, but it had some pretty, good bullet points to pick on. So it's basically you want to connect with builders and see if you can list those properties for them as their preferred realtor. And gosh, I probably should just read it all off, but it says a target like move up buyers.
Of course. A move up buyer, what does that mean though?
Yeah, so okay, let's see. Many buyers have a home to sell, so you find a way for them to sell it easier to move on to that next property, whether they're downsizing or relocating or whatever it may be. And I know we're live, so I'm stumped here, but you can host a buyer seminar.
Okay.
I mean, it's just a great, we'll put the link and you can take a look into it, but there's different ways to reach out to sellers than the traditional way. Even one was just like, when you do host an open house and with a new listing, like host a neighborhood open house, kind of for the neighbors that want to see the property anyway.
Like maybe a half hour before, an hour before, you could say, neighborhood neighbor exclusive open house or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
and of course, every open house we've ever done, neighbors have gone in and we've had discussions.
Well, I mean,
with them.
and they may know somebody. It's not always to just be nosy or see what's going on in that house next door, but they actually might know somebody that, a friend or family member that it might be a good fit for.
Yeah. Or if they want to put their house on the market, they've met you and you've made hopefully a good first impression.
Yeah, so without going, I am sorry, because I really thought I could just list off these 22 great ways, but each great way has a good description on how that could work. So I think putting the link in comments would help.
The next topic is
Gen Z YouTube Insights.
Yeah, so YouTube released their cultural and trends report and it was focused on Gen Z video trends. And So it's just surprising numbers. Like 85% of Gen Z has posted video content online, which is a huge amount. It's definitely much more than any generation, above that.
Well, I think and it's just what's to come and more. You know what I mean? It's the beginning of it all.
It's a generation that's definitely a lot more comfortable on camera, and communicating through that way, expressing themselves.
Even like live streaming, like through gaming or whatever, maybe at a younger age, they're just used to seeing themselves in that corner of the screen, and
It says 61% of Gen Z would describe themselves as like a big fan or super fan of something. So they're really like, it's more like niche down as opposed to like general knowledge sort of thing. Is like everybody has their own sort of like demographic they kind of like identify with and kind of grow with.
And it builds that loyal community too. That's what you want, is the community, because each platform changes, right? So you want to have that following, where you can go. Well, you know what I mean. But
of course. It says, let's see, 57% of Gen Z likes it when brands participate in memes. So I would say not to shy away from the trending or funny or goofy sort of trend that's kind of going on. Lean into it. They accept it. They don't. Of course,
they totally accept it, especially if you're in the TikTok world, and that's where YouTube's going with shorts.
And lastly is the multi-format creativity going into TikTok. Says 59% of Gen Z agree that they use short form videos to discover things that they watch longer form videos of. So they're using those smaller forms to kind of use as a discovery tool. And once they find something they like, then they'll find them on other platforms of longer content.
I mean, I'm not Gen Z, but that's kind of how I operate too for a Gen Xer,
Of course. Well, it's able to swipe through so much content so fast that once you find something you like, you can find more about them. Because
exactly,
if they're on the short form platform, they probably have some other avenues of expression.
Well, I mean, it's now being, I know we're talking YouTube here, but even TikTok, like the search engine now, people, instead of just Googling, they're using the search bar, to find out more information,
Of course. Well, and YouTube has been long-standing as far as how do you do something? How do you, reprogram
it? It's a term,
YouTube
right?
it. You totally do. So it's it's the place to search for things and learn and discover content.
Cool. Yeah, thank you. All right. Okay, this is a fun one. All right. So Tampa Bay made history with U.S. history with the first sale of an NFT home, right? And that is on the cover of our Tampa Real Estate magazine. And it's a foreign language for me, like foreign. Like I hear the terms cryptocurrency, NFT. I don't get it, and it gives you the feel of this is what's to come in the future. It's a little bit different blockchain technology. I know you know a little bit about it, right?
And I know a little bit about it, and it's the way it's presented, the way it's giving it's built on hype. The selling of the home, it was there was never any need to do it that way. They did it to build hype about it, because they want
somebody took that risk,
not risk, because they have money in, say, NFTs or in cryptocurrency, and they want to expand awareness about it. So they do these big splashy things with it to get more people aware of it. Of course, the past couple of weeks, crypto has taken a big decline. The past couple, all the big ones, Bit, Dodge, Ethereum, they've all taken hits. A lot of crypto lending companies have gone under in the past couple of weeks. One actually based in Tampa, one based in Tampa, Celsius. They stopped. They froze trading. Because they were lending money they didn't have, So it's one of those
So
things.
is it more like a FOMO type thing, kind of, um, with the, I guess, the industry of what it is, or
it's money doesn't come from a vacuum. Money has to come from somewhere. So the only way to make money is to get more people to buy in.
okay.
You know,
And then you have that pool,
and you have that
of
pool of money to
mm-hmm.
pay things. So now the technology thing is a separate thing. You know, some of the stuff is probably not the best for the environment and whatnot, but that's not what we're. It's when we're saying, I think there was 10,000 different cryptocurrencies out there. You know,
Oh.
all
Mm-hmm.
all trying to generate hype, because hype is what makes them money, not any sort of like technical reason.
Got it.
But
Got it.
but it's something we'll keep an eye on. There's always these promises like, hey, wouldn't it be better if deed transfers were done with NFTs?
Yeah, because it said it was done within 15 minutes, right? So that's a different world in itself.
Yeah. So what they did in that particular case is they put the deed, they made the deed an NFT, put it in an LLC, and then sold the LLC. So
just a transaction.
It's a transaction. It's just not.
But it does say here, like, the use of token or crypto asset cannot hold or own a title to a property because it will not transfer in rights. So
so that's why they put it in LLC, and they transferred the LLC into someone else. And it maybe makes sense in other countries where house deeds are not tracked as well, but in the U.S., the county and state do a good job of who owns what. There's not any really big confusion. So we'll see how it goes in the future. I mean, hopefully there's some good things that can come out of it if all the other quick money making things goes away.
Got it. Yep, I hear you with that. Okay.
All right, the next topic is custom infographics with Photophy. What is this?
Yeah, so Photophy merged with Florida Realtors. So it's actually branded material that we have access to use. I can't share my screen, but it's nice. It's great static images for social media. You can post those and schedule those out like we were talking about earlier. And you can make them within 30 seconds on your phone. So it's just something nice to have that's ready to go.
Okay, so is it like what kind of graphics is it? Is it like housing prices or?
Yeah, no, I'll pull one up. Oh, I can't even show it to you, can I? No, it's not. I mean, it's just video templates. It's kind of like Canva and all the others that we've seen, except this set it up. Oh, it's playing the video now. Sorry.
That's okay.
Is an all-in-one.
Okay, I pulled up also. Okay, so you have access to 500,000 royalty-free videos in stock, videos and photos, which is great because you don't want to use someone else's copyright videos.
Sorry if you can hear this in the background. I'm sorry, the video's playing.
It's okay.
Users can create content on the go with branded assets.
But yeah, so then I'd be able to add text, frames, and stickers, GIFs. Artwork. So yeah, that's nice, and being able to brand it to your company or to your face.
And you really don't need to know how to be creative, right? You just need to upload an image or upload your logo, and then it's saved, right?
Right. So you don't have to know Photoshop. You don't have to
nothing. You don't need to move any frames anywhere. You just plug in and. Very, very simplified. So it's nice. And it really is something you can do from your phone and on the go and
Okay, so yeah, just add your photo or logo and go. Okay. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
All right. And our last topic is ARM and non-QM loans are coming back. So we just spoke with one of our lenders, one of our partner lenders, and she was mentioning that there's been an increase in these types of loans, mainly because interest rates for the fixed 30-year loan is, so high, creeping, 6, maybe even higher. So these allow, lower interest rates payment for a shorter amount of time, say 5-year ARM, where it's fixed for 5 years and then changes afterward. So it's definitely a higher risk loan because you have to plan for those rate increases down the line. But it's something to kind of keep in mind if you have plans, say you don't plan on being there for 5 years, or or you kind of you're going to have certain price income increases during that time. It's definitely more risky. I'm not saying to jump on it, but definitely talk to your lender about it and see if any of these type of programs kind of work for you.
Yeah, no, that is pretty interesting.
Yeah,
it's back.
Yeah, I mean they've been there, but they were not the popular because the 30-year fix was so low. It didn't make sense to go with it. But now that the 30-year fixed rate keeps going higher and higher, and looks like there will be more increases as the year goes on, this may allow some of those home buyers to purchase still. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it for this week. I'm Tony.
Patricia. Have a great day.
Have a great day.